Oh, Noctis, I love you. I actually do have minor dyslexia. I do love your, for those of you on the YouTube who should come to the live streams, by the way, you should definitely stop in, because it's the awesomest fun ever. Of course, that's 5 o'clock, on Wednesdays through Fridays right now. Well, change it. You can check out the Twitch page, /Figbird, it's a thing. Anyways, for you guys, so Fig is unable to Lexi correctly. Can we say he's dyslexic? Yes, we can. We're dyslexic and shit. Cheers, man. But in all seriousness, I do have minor dyslexia. I occasionally switch words or mostly numbers, actually, for some stupid reason. Like, if I try to remember a number in my head, I'll switch them. It's the strangest thing. Alright, so we need to figure out where this memory cache might be. My thoughts are in an empty desk, but I mean, apparently it's been ransacked and shit. Although I have to say, today it has only seeming to get better. Not only am I playing this awesome game, had a wonderful interview earlier in the day, but my roommate just, when I walked out to get more beer, he's like, hey, there's some pasta cooking, there's gonna be more than enough, man, if you want some. So I don't even have to cook dinner. And which means, next break, I can just have some food. And not have to figure that out. Everything is awesome. Anyways, not to be confused with that song. Though that movie was particularly awesome. I think you're right about this being human revolutionary propaganda. But I don't know why they'd come after Hayden. I know they don't like Parallax because they think advanced technology in general is bad. But they spend most of their time going after hybrids and cyborgs. That's why they're protesting at Genus now. I'll run some deep meshnet searches and see if anything turns up. I mean, can I take the ROM piece? It's kind of what I want to do. Alright guys, do you see anything that... Oh, here we go. Torn up plant. They methodically shredded the plant? Seriously? If you guys see anything that I'm not seeing, let me know. I mean, if you know the exact answer, don't tell me, but, if you see something that I'm missing, you should definitely point it out. Okay, I guess that might be it. I think the data cache is gone, Figbird. Never mind, we figured it out, I think. We've searched everywhere, and it just isn't here. I hate to return to Tomcat empty-handed, but this leaves us twisting in the wind. Perhaps they can point us in a new direction. The data cache is no longer our objective. I don't know which one of these answers I actually like. From the character's perspective, or even the game's perspective. Let's go with this one. Maybe they... sorry. Let me warm up my voice for this character. Maybe they took it for corporate espionage. That's a distinct possibility, Figbird. I just don't have enough personal experience with the human revolution to give you an honest answer. The information in the meshnet is extremely conflicting and disparately polarized. Some of it paints them as neo-druid nature lovers, other parts as bigoted Luddites stuck in the past. Perhaps we could... Figbird! Figbird! I don't know what's going on, guys. Scary. Scary! Chapter 2. Figbird! Thank goodness you are finally awake! I have spent the past 30 minutes calculating the odds of you being indefinitely incapacitated or immobilized. I'm relieved to find my pessimism wasn't misplaced. That you appear to be okay. Oh god, I love this robot. This robot's amazing. Trying to lurk, but the internet is being a pain. Going to go offline for a bit, a night fig, and chat. Thank you so much for stopping in, Pasama. Always a pleasure to have you. If you want to watch all this stuff, it will be on my YouTubes, as I said before. I mean, I could try lowering the quality for you guys and seeing if that helps out. In fact, I might do that now, if you guys are having concerns. And let's go ahead and do that real fast. Because I can. Mainly because I don't really want you guys to be unable to watch. It's one of the things that I really, really hate about the way that sorry, brain as I applied things. The way that Twitch works in general is that because we don't have partnership, we can't give you guys quality settings, which means that if you guys have lesser internets or whatever, that could be a problem, and that's unfortunate because I want to share it with everyone. You know, if you've got a 28.8 kilobyte modem connection for some weird-ass reason in the 21st century, I want you to be able to watch my stream. Not that that's actually even really possible. I'm pretty sure there's not a video connection fast enough to stream that. Or, sorry, slow enough to shitty enough to stream. I don't know what to say there, but the point is that it's a thing, you know? Also, I don't think speaking on the stream will help Pasama to watch the stream. I bet she can't hear much. What? What? Oh, good point. Okay. Shh. She's having connection issues. Shut up. You can tell her that I says hello. And all that stuff. And by hello, of course, I mean goodbye, have a good time. Anyways, okay. I wonder if we got spiked with our drink. Ugh, my head is killing me. What happened? Someone ambushed us at the apartment. Oh, that's even worse. After you collapsed, my power systems were jammed. It took me 10 minutes to reboot and call an ambulance. The doctors were originally worried that you may have suffered a concussion, but thankfully, that isn't the case. What's strange is that there isn't any evidence of impact trauma to your head at all. My best calculations indicate that you were hit with some kind of neurological scrambler. They are serious military hardware and difficult to obtain, but that kind of non-lethal electrical field would interrupt my systems as well. A mil-spec neuroscrambler fits the bill. Why did they have to attack you? And why did they attack us and just leave? If we walked in on them while they were searching the apartment for Hayden's files, I can understand that they were stunning us to make their escape. But the probability that they're actually after me, or rather the research behind my creation, is high. Leaving me when I was vulnerable makes no sense. Who do you think did this? Perhaps a big multinational corporation, or even an actual government. The robot guarding the door totally did. That's what I was thinking too. Hey there, Chrono Trigger Master. Thanks for stopping back in, man. Hopefully you can enjoy this fantastic awesomeness of a wonderful game that came out a couple days ago, because it's been super cool to me so far. Sorry that we're not playing Chrono Trigger, by the way. I will get back to that, I promise. Without a question. It will happen. But how are you doing tonight, ma'am? I now believe my original hypothesis has been correct. Hayden must have been kidnapped by a powerful organization looking to get control of his research. Trashing our apartment was probably to cover the theft of the data cache we were looking for. Maybe they didn't recognize you. That seems unlikely. Even the most casual access to Hayden's research would have turned up physical descriptions of me, and even if they weren't sure, well, I'd play it better safe than sorry if I were them. We were at the scene of the crime, so to speak. Surely interrogating us would have cost them little. Did you see who hit us? No, I didn't. They hit us from behind, and nothing showed up on my optics before I was disrupted. They either had a cloaking of some kind, or were just very careful in making their way into the apartment. My optics, while not top of the line, are better than an off-the-shelf ROMs, and I should have been able to detect any thermal changes from someone being there. Did they just sneak in front of the door, or in the front door while we were ramaging? When my RAM got scrambled, I lost a few seconds of memory that hadn't been written to my data cache, or my data drive. Anyway, the nurse told me that they do want you to stay overnight for observation, Figbird. As a sound precaution to be sure, but if we were hit with a neuroscrambler, not a blunt object, it's a waste of time. I won't presume to make medical decisions for you, but perhaps we should pressure them for your release today. It's just, Hayden's trail is getting cold. Oh, before I forget, here are your belongings. The nurses had me hold on to them for you while you weren't awake. Or until you awoke. Here's your ID card. Don't lose this again. Where are my headphones? Oh, there we go. And here are those headphones you reviewed. Of course he knows about those. I noticed the article on your computer before. Good job getting published. And finally, here's your commemorative glass of water that you got from me, Alfie. Looks like it got broken. Now all we have is the broken commemorative glass. Could be useful. Maybe we should just throw it away. You're right. You wouldn't want to cut yourself. No! I didn't really want to throw it away. This is a fucking adventure game. We have to hold everything. Everything must be held. It must be held tightly. Just let me know when you want to leave. I'm not really sure how to do this voice. So we're going to go ahead and guess something.
Excuse me, I don't mean to be a busybody, but you see, visitors are so rare these days. Have I overheard that your friend has gone missing?
Can I look? How do I... you should play Uber's Moth. It's a Cyberpunk, really cool game if you like Cyberpunk games. I actually haven't played many Cyberpunk games myself. This is one of the first I've played in a while. I touched a little bit of System Shock, which I probably will play for the retro stream at some point. But I haven't really been super drawn into Cyberpunk games, but I do love the universe that comes with them. So I will write that down right now, and I'll look into it at some point. Ubermosh. And I will definitely check that out, man. Can we, like... There we go. Set him with the curtain. I still don't know how to voice this person. I mean, I guess I was close.
Better now. Well, once again, I'm sorry for being nosy, but were you perhaps speaking of Hayden Weber? He is an old friend of mine, and I would be most concerned if it were indeed he... Or, sorry. And I would be most concerned if it were indeed he... Or if it indeed were he whom you were discussing. Who are you? Of course. I have not introduced myself. You are quite right to be wary, assuming the seriousness of the situation. I am Dr. Yannick Farlight, founder and former CEO of the System 1 software. I met Hayden during his course of his merger between Parallax and my company.
He is telling the truth, at least as far as I can intuit from the information on the meshnet. And I do recall Hayden mentioning a Dr. Farlight, or Fairlight. Fairlight. At least once in his passing, at some point. Still, Chrono Trigger, or Chrono Trigger Master, I should say, you have not told me how you are doing tonight. And I am intrigued by knowing the things of my viewers. At least, you know, how they're doing, because we want to have everybody doing well.
I see. Confirmation of my identity. Were you listening into our conversation? I apologize for that. It isn't difficult to overhear bits of every conversation in this room on a noisy day. I may not regret it, however, if the situation is indeed concerns both of us, or us both. Perhaps we can help each other. I will not press you for information, but perhaps I can be of some assistance. I remember my association with Hayden fondly, and I would be happy to help if any way I can. I have nothing better to do regardless.
Well, how can you help?
Well, I can think of a few ways. I still have some contacts in Parallax, and I can put out some quiet feelers. Maybe they will know something. Other than that, I'm not sure what I can do, but the wealthy and bored, so I'm sure I'll come up with something.
Don't comply to social pressure, Chronon. I didn't answer either. Yeah, I know you didn't. Fuck you and you're not answering shit. I want to know how you guys are doing. I care so much. whatever. You choose what you want to do. I wanted to double check that my message of concern or query was not missed.
Perhaps you'll tell me about your investigation. What did you find at Hayden's apartment?
I don't know if I trust him yet. The first time we went, nothing. But when we went back to gather his computer data's cache, the place had been pillaged, and the human revolutionaries had spray-painted slogans all over the walls. Hayden's computer has gone, and we were assaulted. We are still frustratingly in the dark and running out of time. I fear Hayden is slipping out of my reach. I am failing him.
I'm sorry to hear that. What are you doing here? It is quite a coincidence that we find ourselves here sharing a room, but such things happen from time to time. It's not so mysterious. It's up to us to seize opportunity when it appears. I am getting a bit on in years, and this chair you find me in is an advanced diagnostic and life support ROM. Its development is one of my hobbies, so to speak.
For my defense, I didn't actually hear it. I guess you'd asked when I restarted my browser. Yeah, I mean, that would make sense as well. I pretty much ask how you guys are doing all of the times, whenever you guys pop in, because I like knowing how you're doing. You guys are what I do this for, you know? Like, I could just be playing this game on my own, but instead I'm playing it for you guys. So that's a thing.
It monitors my vitals and administers medications as necessary to keep my body stable. I likely would have perished long ago without it, or at least would have severely bedridden. It requires frequent maintenance, and I'm here at the hospital to have it serviced. Unfortunately, many critical injured patients were rushed to surgery all at once, and my appointment has been pushed back. The hospital administrators are concerned about me, thus they placed me here in a room with a quiet patient so that I could continue my work while waiting. I don't think they expected you to awaken as quickly as you did. What do you want? What do I want? I wish to be young again, and off exploring uncharted ruins. But, right now, with you two, I simply wish to help. I have the resources, and it sounds like our mutual friend is in trouble. Well, how did you meet Hayden? Hayden and I made our acquaintance when Parallax and my company underwent a merger. At the time, Hayden was merely a young hotshot researcher working in the same search data correlation sector. He was assigned to find the best ways to integrate Parallax's own collection and analyst tools into the System 1 LIPS operating system. He was a bit much to handle at times, honestly, but I admired his passion for the subject. Do you know anything about Hayden's research?
God, there is so much text to this game. It's gonna make my fucking voice die. Not that I'm really complaining that much, but still. I'll have to drink more beer. To beer, guys.
His research? No, not so much. I remember at the time, he had an interest in advanced machine sapience, but that is the realm of science fiction. He once showed me a prototype of his. She was quite clever and very convincing, but you could tell she did not contain the spark of life. I assume that you were another one of his creations?
Yes, I am. I am sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Turing, and he is Figbird. Did you say she?
Ah, yes, she was quite insistent on that fact over the course of my conversation with her. Hayden said that she had picked out the color of her casing herself, pastel pink.
Love interest, guys. We're gonna get Turing a mate, and they're gonna reproduce, like, robitual animals? I don't know. Words.
Still, I must assume you are more advanced than she, if you are spearheading the search for your creator. Perhaps I should have had more faith in Hayden's little hobby. Do you know what became of her? Where she might be now? Hayden was told me so little of his past research. I'm sorry, Turing. It was a long time ago, and I'm afraid my memory is not what it used to be. If I ever knew any more about her, I have forgotten. Although I have some connections with Parallax. Should I stumble over my information about your erstwhile sibling, I will pass it your way.
Wrong voice? For who? Did I switch characters? Thank you, Dr. Farthlight.
You said former CEO. Ah, yes, former. I accepted a lower position after the merger with Parallax. Though that did not last. The new board of directors and I had a difference of opinion about the direction the new company should take. The distributed the MeshNet and current generation ROMs was, at the time, highly experimental, and I felt that a non-centralized data scheme was dangerous from both internal and external threats.
Oh, I did Turing. I didn't realize he was talking. Mistakes were made, guys. Sorry.
I have been proven wrong so far, but the security work has gone into maintaining the integrity of the MeshNet is increasingly expensive. There were other disagreements, but in the end, I was voted off the board of directors and exiled from the company.
That's uncool.
Would it be dishonest for me that there are so hard feelings, and I'm still a very wealthy man? I have found other projects to occupy my time.
It has been very interesting speaking to you, Dr. Forthlight, or Fairlight. Right, Figbird?
Turing, are you sure we can trust him?
I don't think we have any choice, Figbird.
I understand your reluctance to involve me. I do hope I can earn your trust. I think I have a lead for you to follow up on, just off the top of my head. You said you found Human Revolution slogans spray painted on the walls. I have acquaintances with the man leading the current Human Revolutionary protest at the Gatus Comic.
That's weird. He's like, I'm part of the fucking robots thing, and I'm also friends with this dude who happens to be against the robots thing. Like, that's weird. That is weird.
His name is Brian Mulberry. After an introduction from me, he may be willing to shine some light on the particular event. If it were just some hot-headed youth from the organization, it should be an easy cleanup. If not, that's useful information in itself. Thank you for helping us out like this. I will send a message downstairs to my assistant, Leon Decker. He is distinctive. I do not think you'll have any problems finding him. He will present you with one of my cards to prove your association. He'll present you with one of my cards to prove your association to me, or with me, to Mr. Mulberry. Make sure you speak to him before you leave. In the meantime, I will get in touch with some other individuals I know and try to find out other information about Hayden that might be able to pass to you. I will be in contact.
So much speech, guys. So much speech. Whew. Quite realistic, actually. Political enemies have a high chance of previously being part of the same political circles. I guess that's true. Thinking about it, you're good. You're right. You're right.
We should get moving, Turing. Of course. Please don't let me delay you any further. Good luck, Turing. I don't think Hayden's faith in you was misplaced. You are an impressive piece of technology.
Thank you, Dr. Farthlight. Or Fairlight. I'm going to call him Farthlight so often. We'll be in touch. Should I call downstairs to have you discharged, Figbird?
Yes. Please do.
Alright. What the hell is wrong with you? I can't believe you're still pulling the exact same shit you were doing or you were years ago. This time is truly unreal. Do you even realize how bad impersonating a police officer is? It's a felony, jackass! I should be slapping you in cuffs and dragging your sorry ass to godforsaken Backwater Station Penitentiary right now. I am sorry, Detective Rivers. The plan to lift your credentials to use them as access to Hayden's apartment was entirely mine. Figbird followed along only in protest. Also, I feel it necessary to mention that, though you are understandably upset, such language and imagery is beneath you as a respectable officer of the law. Dude, I fucking love Turing. Turing is the coolest dude ever. Or I guess chick. I mean, I really don't know with the Rubit. I'm assuming male, because we're gonna have a romance between the Rubits. Oh great, the robot did it, huh? I guess I'll just slap you in cuffs then, Turing. What do you want? Or is that what you want? And by all means, I'll hit your lecture and act a little bit more goddamn ladylike. Only when I feel like it. Bet your ass it didn't... Or... Bet your ass it won't be when I have robots turning around and pretending to be me. Hey, let's cosplay Fig as Inspector and call him Lexicon. Ooh. That's not a bad idea. We should do that. And by that I mean send me the shit to do it, and I will totally wear it on stream once. And don't try to shoulder the blame for me. I know that he had to. Have lent you a hand. It isn't as though you have a hardware to complete the act alone anyway, yeah? Well, actually, Detective Rivers, I think I'll tell you the whole truth, since Figbird trusts you. Keep it under your hat, though, metaphorically. I am actually a prototype designed to be the first fully sapient machine. I suspect my creation is the main reason for Hayden's disappearance, beyond his normal research for parallax. My name is Turing. That's a damn big problem than when you first let on then, huh? The first machine sapient. People are gonna have things to say about that. Sure you know how to get yourself dropped in the drink, Figbird. What the hell am I supposed to do with the two of you? I guess I'm letting you off the hook. And this is the time, or this time, and only because this time I can't let you get away with it safely. I don't think anyone will notice your manipulation of that NSFPD. God, that is such a hard acronym to say. The NSFPD ROM, and I doubt anyone notices apparently two places at once, but mostly I'm doing it because I think you're right. Someone higher up in the department is trying to delay the investigation into Hayden's disappearance. I filed the full report and was informed that in no uncertain terms that I was to wait the entire 48 hours before beginning an official case. And that's after the break-in and vandalization of his apartment was reported. It's not being squashed completely, so I think... Or, it's not being squashed completely, so I don't think it's been bought, or anyone's been bought, but... Somebody's definitely has some influence. Enough to buy themselves time by forcing me to follow the protocol to a T. Not that I will, but I'm gonna have to keep things quiet. So stop messing around! There's certainly a story here, but if you keep bumbling around, you'll blow it! Just be careful, okay? I've got a bad feeling about this. I'd really rather you not be involved at all, but I know this isn't gonna happen at this point. I just have to hunch that people are going to end up dead over this. I don't want you to be one of them. Aw, big hearts to her too. And I really don't want to be the one making a call to your sister. Please!
I'm sorry, Lexi. I'll be careful, I promise.
Yeah, I know. Just here. Zapper added to items, whatever it's an NES device. Like this is the device that we use to pow all them birds when they fly around. And then the dog is like, "Hey, I found your birds," and we're like, "Yeah," and it's like, do, just like that. Take this and use it if you have to.
Thanks. I hope I don't need it.
Me too, Figbird. I'll be in touch if I find anything out, but don't hold your breath. I have a feeling my superiors are going to keep leaning on me to do nothing. Back to the grind, I guess. See you. Stay safe. You'd best talk to the reception ROMs at the desk and officially check out before you go anywhere. Legends say that the dog of the first puppy death of the channel history. Yeah, probably. Because you know what I did? He's like, here are your puppy or your, sorry. He's like, here are your boards. I found them for you. And I'm like, bam, with my zapper. Which, by the way, if you want, I actually have one sitting in a box, like, right behind me. I could pull the zapper out and show you what that shit looks like. I'm kidding, of course. I don't really need to do that. I mean, I can do it, and I do have it, but it seems kind of over the top, even for me. Okay, we already did that part. We should also look for Dr. Fairlight's assistant, Mr. Decker. He should be somewhere around. Patient Figbird. My records indicate that you have been admitted for possible cranial trauma and should be confined to your bed. While I am truly delighted to see that you have regained consciousness, I must insist that you return to your room to be examined by medical professionals immediately. Hey there, McCorman. How is it going, man? Hopefully you enjoy this game as much as I have been so far, because it's fucking awesome!
No need. I accidentally zapped myself with my own stunner.
An accidental discharge of a weapon is a serious event. I must insist that you remain for treatment. Even non-lethal stunners can leave a much-lasting neurological damage.
I insist.
Very well. Patient Figbird. I am prohibited by law from detaining you against your will. But you should not, or note in your release paperwork that willfully early termination of medical services released from this hospital and its patient company from legal liability should your condition persist or worsen outside of your care. I am further required to inform you that this is a visit as expended the last of your year's governmentally mandated healthcare credits. No clue about it, just showed up. Let me tell you about this game. Mr. McCorman. This game is a cyberpunk game with a fantastic soundtrack, and it's a point-and-click adventure of awesomeness so far. Basically, we are a journalist who has been sort of pulled into investigating a kidnapping of an old acquaintance that we haven't seen in a while. That is the, up to this point, rundown of the game. And right now, I'm getting out of a hospital. Because, you know, hospitals. Woo! You'll be required to provide payment and proof of privilege or private insurance for any further visits or for routine or emergency medical care. Please take care to fill out your forms thoroughly and accurately, and do have a nice day. Your medical billing makes me glad I'm synthetic. You should look for more paying and journalism work before you get shot again. By the way, Turing here, this robot, is the greatest thing ever. Before we leave, we should look for Dr. Fairlight's assistant, Mr. Decker. He should be around here somewhere. To give you a little bit of the thing, he is a prototype as the first sapient robot, so, you know, that's a thing. We have an arresting woman and a mysterious man. I think the mysterious man's probably our thing, but let's go ahead and use the vending machine. Very good, Figbird. Isn't Hassie the best? Alright. Yeah, sapient isn't like actual AI as opposed to just sort of like a robot that talks to you. How do I do this guy? They've referred to it as sapient, though I suppose both are technically true. Sapiens is Latin for wise, intelligent. There you go. Huh, you must be Figbird. The name's Leon Decker. Fairlight message ahead that I needed to pass one of his cards on to you. Here. Hope the old man doesn't ramble too much. Not that I mind. Hopefully he'll go soon and put me in his will. What an ass. Just kidding. Thanks for the help, Leon. Or, sorry. Thanks for the help, Leon. I'll be in touch. No problem, Figbird. But, call me Decker, yeah? I'll be around if you know where to look. We know where to look. Now that we're free to leave, we should go to the Tomcat and tell them about what happened. They should be still waiting for us at Stardust. Yeah, I'm actually not sure the gender association for that character either. Part of the reason why I'm like so confused with it, I guess. Can we just go in? Welcome to Stardust. I guess he just switched sides. We gotta talk to the bearish one.
Sorry, I don't think we met before. I'm Gus. How's the Stardust treating you? It's a bit loud for me, but I had to meet someone. Yeah. I like more intimate setting myself, but Majid makes sure this place is good synergy. You'll have to let me or Majid know if you need any help. We try to run a tight ship around here. I'll let you know if you need anything, or if I need anything else. I kind of want another drink. Okay, I'm gonna get back to this, but don't feel bad if you need to interrupt me for something. Hey Gus, where's your ma? My ma? Well, my ma's back at home, and you know, she's feeling a little sickly, so I've been taking care of her. She's staying at my place right now. I just, you know, making sure she's okay, you know? She's my ma, you know? Very important to me, you know? I don't know why he says you know a lot, but he did right now. I meant to talk. Hey, good to see you back. What can I do for you? I'd like a drink, please. Alright, McCorman. We're gonna go through a few pages of this drink. And you're gonna tell me what we want. Oh no, dude, wiener juice is in the first page. We're going with wiener juice. Too bad Pa-sama's not here, but we are getting ourselves some wiener juice. Wiener juice, please. Let me look up how to make that. Drink Dictionary, the free open alcoholpedia says... Oh, I got this, sweetie. Hold on. Oh, I got this, sweetie. What? Wait, LOL, that juice. Oh, it's so good. Sometimes I'm just holding up the bar rather than ruining it. Or running it. Nah, I just memorized all the drinks. You're better with the customers. Anyway, the wiener juice is... a tumbler with ice filled halfway with amaretto, and then the remainder with heavy cream. A cream and amaretto. I'm actually not sure if I'd like that. That doesn't sound very good at all to me. Yep, for real. It's delicious. I don't think so. Well, let me tell you though, if you guys have ever had the blowjob shot, that's actually a very tasty drink if you don't mind a kind of creamy sort of thing going on. She totally had the notice me senpai blush. I mean, yeah. I guess. Thank you, hon. Does wiener juice sound good? I mean, that's a weird question to get as we're asking for a drink. Yeah, sounds good. Well, here you go. We got wiener juice, guys! Woohoo! Nice. A refreshing wiener juice. Alright guys, let's drink our wiener juice. Oh, dude, the names for these fucking drinks is the best. Oh, it's refreshing, apparently. This is how we make our crotch happy. Whew. Alright, we're good. We're good. Now I gotta figure out how to really solidify this guy's voice, because I've been failing miserably at it. Hey, Fitbud, how goes the search? Oh, great. Hayden's apartment was ransacked by someone stole the data cache. Shit. I can't say I saw that one coming. I'll figure that they'd nab anything they needed to first time they hit the place. Any ideas who it could have been? The walls have been spray painted with many grotesque Human Revolution slogans. It is possible that Hayden was targeted by the organization for his work at Parallax. While my development may have been a secret, he is rather well known for his work with virtual intelligence data. A layman would understand the critical differences between myself and VI, nor do I think that the average Human Revolution member would care to make the distinction. Of course, it is more likely, by almost 15%, that it is an effort to throw us off the trail. We talked to Dr. Fairlight. He offered to introduce us to someone with the Human Resolution. What? Yannick Fairlight? Huh, when did you run into him? Oh, we were ambushed at the apartment with some kind of neural center.
neural stunner, we were able to leave the hospital and hurry straight here as soon as Figbird regained consciousness. Well, shit. Things like that are getting serious than I first thought. Y'all need to keep a sharp eye out. The bastards know you're looking now. I'm confident in Figbird's ability to push on. I love this robot. He's surprisingly stubborn. Yes, I am. I am very stubborn.
How do you know about Dr. Fairlight?
I can't say I know much about the man. Fairlight always seemed to be a bit shut-in, even back when he ran System 1, his old company. He just about dropped off the face of the earth after the merger between him and Fairlax. He shows up in the news once in a blue moon for some charity thing or another. But, well, it's all just rumor, but I heard he holds a grudge about the hotter than, or holier... Wait, about it hotter than thou... But I heard he holds a grudge about it hotter than thou Clantons after, Earps? What the fuck does that phrase mean? Does anybody actually know? Because I certainly fucking don't. I'd take care to look at this particular horse in the mouth real close if I was you.
Fair enough. We'll be careful of him.
Still, I guess it's a good thing y'all weren't already making plans to head over to the Genus Center. While y'all were catching your tails, I managed to find a way into the Parallax network. Once I'm in, I should be able to dig out any files about Hayden easily enough. Fantastic, Tomcat. I knew Hayden's faith in you was not misplaced. Hayden's faith in you was not misplaced. How long do you think it will take you? I think he isn't happy, Birth of Dirger. Yeah, no, who would be? Especially if he said... Well, so, not only that, but he also got kicked off the board. He's actually not part of the board of directors anymore. So, that's a good enough reason, in my opinion at least, to be like, fuck that shit. Like, what? No, fuck you, kind of thing. So, you know, that's a thing. Oh, well, that's where the rubber meets the road. Parallax actually has some considerably better net security than the last time I cracked in. I'm gonna need physical access. I've got a good idea where the node is to slice into, but it ain't exactly a nice part of town. In fact, police have basically wrote it off as a lost cause. Not enough profit in it. I know Jess had some contacts around that area. See that girl who's chewed you out the rear when they all first came in here. It's enough to sell, but she might be able to help y'all getting out of that part of the city without ending up in the parts bin in an organ chop shop. Wow. That's... yeah.
Fun. I guess I'll go grovel until she agrees to help.
That's the spirit, Figbird. I need a little time to get y'all tools together and slice into Parallax Network, but y'all keep me updated. Maybe y'all get lucky and find that data cache too. But I ain't gonna count on it. Jess is still hanging around here at the Stardust, but I saw her head into the VIP room. It's a hybrid night and she's a popular gal. Just please remember to play nice, or her friends will thump you or something fierce. I'll send Jess a message letting her know y'all kind of looking for some assistance, and we'll see what happens.
We'll be in touch, Tomcat.
Sure thing, hon. I gotta head on out of here and get some Stardust setting up the run. God damn. So much, like, not easy for me to read this. Just have Turing let me know when you're all ready. Oh, I see Jess over there behind some ropes. Let's go over and say hi to her. Actually, this is a good place for us to, It's still a good time for us to take a break, so we'll be right back, guys.